Yo, what is up, guys? Today we're going to talk about the Western Conference and my predictions on the standings of who I think is going to win, who I think is going to make it from 1 through 15. So let's get into this video. To start off in the Western Conference for number 15, I believe will be the Timberwolves because the Timberwolves have been the bottom team basically all season long. And I don't believe that they will change as far as for this season at least. Maybe in the future, D'Lo and Towns will be the answer with Edwards, but as of now, I don't think so. Next up, as of number 14, I've got the Kings. The Kings, they have come close years past, but Fox and Marvin Bagley isn't good enough as if to enter the playoffs. I would like for them to, but I do not believe they will this season. 13 is the Pelicans because they are not looking good this season, but I believe they are better than the T-Wolves and the Kings. They need someone to blow up the scoreboard and improve their defense, but as of now, no, there is none. So that is why the Pelicans are in the 13th spot. Next up in the 12th spot, I got the Thunder because they have been in like a roller coaster. They don't get me wrong, they have a great shot in the future, but as of now, I don't think so. It's like one moment they're doing great, they're playing great defense, and there's another day where it's like I don't know, they're not playing well, they don't win the game, and it's like they're up and down. But so I basically put them in the middle of everything. So I put them at the number 12 spot. Like they're not in the playoffs, but they're close. You know what I'm saying? At the number 11 spot, I got the Spurs. Aldridge and DeRozan are great players in the wrong era. I believe the Spurs should trade them both and get assets for them in the future. As if to win a championship, they can't right now. And that's what the Spurs are mainly known for. But in the future, if they trade DeRozan and Aldridge for some good assets or picks, they have a contention to go to the championship once again and win it. But as of now, sorry, Spurs fans. At the number 10 spot, I got the Warriors. Now, let me explain first before you try to kill me. I understand that Stephen Curry's in the game and all that. Steve Kerr's a great coach. But Kelly Oubre is underachieving. Green isn't playing well. And Wiggins is playing one day good and the other day bad. Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. Do not get me wrong. But there is too much competition ahead, as I'm going to name more in the 9th spot and ahead. I mean, come on, really think about it and sit back. Without Clay, they are a great team in the past, but right now it's like the NBA is confirmed in or is more relied on duos. And honestly, what's the duo on the Warriors? It's like Curry versus all, and I don't think that right now. Curry could carry this team by himself. I hope, and I really was trying to think I could put them at the 8th spot, but the teams ahead is like, I don't know. It just didn't make sense in my mind. But if Curry does bring the Warriors to the playoff, which I really hope so because I have much respect for him, but as of right now in my head, it just doesn't fit. In the number 9 spot, so close, but yet so far, the Mavericks. Porzingis, I don't think will stay healthy during the season, and Doncic can't carry a team for so long during the season. Sorry, Mavs fans, but who knows? Maybe next year. And don't kill me. First, let me explain the 8th spot all the way up to the 1st, and then judge me by the book. But as of now, I just think that the Mavericks are in a roller coaster, the same as in the Thunder, but they're just in a better roller coaster where it's like they become good for a longer period of time, and then they just go down and start losing games. Luka Doncic gets stressed, and it's just a whole roller coaster, guys. At the number 8 spot, I got the Rockets because this little big three of John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, and Victor Oladipo, I don't think they are final contenders, but they are good enough for the 8th spot. Why? Well, because as I said, they're a big three, and I think that they're all very good contributors to the game, and they all really complement each other's game. John Wall with his playmaking, Victor Oladipo with his scoring and defense ability, and DeMarcus Cousins, well, DeMarcus Cousins get rebounds and go back up with it. And that's why I think that the Rockets are in the 8th spot, which means in the playoffs. The number 7 spot, I got the Blazers because Damian has carried the Blazers for like what ever. I don't think this season is any different. If Damian and CJ go off-ball movement instead of going ISO, these guys will be contenders. But they rely on their ISO way too much, and that is why I believe they will only go as far as the 7th seed this season. The number 6 spot, I got the Grizzlies. It could vary from the 8th, 7th, and 6th spot, but I believe that the Grizzlies are doing great with Ja Morant as their leader. So they are heading the right direction for their future. That is why I believe that they will be at the 6th spot ahead of the Blazers and the Rockets. As if the number 5 spot, I got the Suns. Chris Paul, Booker, and Ayton are a great big three, and they really are deadly. Paul isn't done yet, and he's a great leader for the team, and he's really mentoring Booker very well, and he is doing a great thing by following his role, which is playmaking. Let Booker do the scoring and let Ayton do his thing personally with the alley-oops and all of that, and Chris Paul is the perfect guy for that role. At the number 4 spot, I got the Jazz. Right now, they are the 2nd seed, but I believe they will go down to the 4, which is not even that bad, to be honest. But the reason why is because, well, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, Mike Conley, it's a great big three. I think that this team could go far if they believe they can and if they really keep on putting the effort. I mean, they're on a 9-game winning streak, and I think that streak is going to continue, and they're going to keep on dominating the NBA. I don't think that they'll be final contenders. Maybe in 3 years, yes, they will once LeBron leaves. I believe that the Jazz are deadly. Well, at the number 3 spot, I've got the Los Angeles Clippers. Why? Well, they got Kawhi Leonard and they got Paul George. Really, honestly, top 15 players in the NBA, and I'll leave you in the description below the link to that video about my top 25 NBA players in the NBA. But as of right now, I think the Clippers are number 3 in the West and will be for at the end of the season in the playoffs. Why? Well, they were a great team last season. They're a bully team. They play hard. They play tough, and Paul George is trying to make a statement this season, and he's actually doing pretty well. So that is why I think the Clippers will be the number 3 spot. Next up, guys, at the number 2 spot, I got the Denver Nuggets. Well, I mean, they made it to the Western Conference Finals last year, and they did great. Until they met the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. But the thing is that they actually are a great team. Jamal Murray, Michael Porter, Manu Bol, Nikola Jokic. And I mean, they have a great potential future, and I really see it coming. And they have a great future, and plus they're still in contention. I don't think they'll be to the finals. I think the Lakers are coming out the West, but I do believe that the Denver Nuggets will be the number 2 seed. And as you probably already thought of it, number 1 is the Los Angeles Lakers. Why? LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Wesley Matthews. I mean, do I have to even try to continue? Marc Gasol. I mean, they already have basically role players all over the place that are veterans, but they actually played really well. And they got basically one of the greatest of all time players in LeBron James. And they got one of the also best players in the NBA for like the past, 4 years, 5 years. Well, basically ever since he made it to the NBA, Anthony Davis. So really, is it even a competition, or should I even have to continue explaining on why the Lakers should be the number 1 seed? But yes, this is my list in my predictions on the Western Conference. But hey guys, let me know, what do you think? Who would you put where and what standing? Please let me know in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe if you have not. And as always guys, love sports.
Yeah.